Girl likes guy. Guy likes girl. Girl ditches guy for another guy. Guy, now greedy, ignores her and pulls new girl. Guy dumps new girl, he's tortured her enough already. Girl, now spiteful, meets new guy, flips sides and goes for it. New guy falls for girl, fully aware she's had 6 dates in 3 days. Three's a crowd, so who needs company? Weeknight, 7:30, BBC 3.
Can I just tell you, I'm wearing glasses at the moment. With this pair of glasses, I can do terrible damage to you.
In half an hour, the showbiz boss arrives here on BBC Three in the shape of Liquid News. Now, though, a certain Mr. J. Vaughan in a shed.
Good evening and welcome to Live and Jollies. It's Monday, the 16th of February. This is the start of a brand new show right here on BBC Three, 5 nights a week. As you can see, we're coming to you live from my very own shed. This is where you can come if you want to escape the madness, I would say, that is everything else on television at this time. With me tonight, and indeed every night, is the gorgeous Lauren Laverne. Hi, Lauren, how are you this evening?
Hi, Johnny, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Lauren. Did you have a good Valentine's Day? I'm duty bound to ask you.
I did, actually. Yes, it was lovely. It was me and my boyfriend's anniversary, so we went to look at hardwood flooring.
That's absolutely fantastic, Lauren. Thank you very much. You went to look at some hardwood?
We did,
Okay.
yes.
These are the big stories that have been happening today. Tory Shadow Chancellor Oliver Letwin says Tory plans to cut public spending by 35 billion won't affect public services. Billionaire American leprechaun Malcolm Glazer admits he may launch a takeover bid for Manchester United. And did they, didn't they? Will they, won't they, should they, shouldn't they? Are they capable? The nation is still gripped by Jordan and Andre fever. Answer to some of those questions will be coming up tonight, because you know what, gang? Peter Andre is our guest in the house. Yeah, he's our guest this evening, no doubt about that one.
He's a hottie.
Lauren, what else is coming up on tonight's show?
Well, Johnny, also tonight we have Mini Maestro of Darts, which is essentially like a Reet Petite Jockey Wilson.
Oh, it's beautiful. See what you've done. It was marvellous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got Magicians in Love. Thanks. Magicians in Love, which combines TV's two hottest formats, wizards and dating, in one strand. It is genius.
Do you know what? It sounds like any TV commissioner's got to be crying out for stuff like that. I happen to know we can easily bring home 6 half hours of that, easily.
I think we could do a movie from what I do.
Now you're being ridiculous. Do you know what? We've got a special guest as well, haven't we, Lauren?
I know, we
really have. He's the man on everyone's lips, and I would think there might be traces on him on Jordan's lips. Would you please welcome the man, the legend, Mr. Peter Andre. Yeah, Peter Andre. Peter, welcome down the shed. Yes.
How are ya?
Nice to have you here. Join me on the car seats. There we go. Now, Peter, do you know what? I'm duty-bound to ask you this.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, the seat. No, watch it. It could overturn. I'd try and favour the middle of it, because that can go right up the anus.
Go on, give us which one's...
Go on.
So I've got this
Be
joke,
very
right?
careful. Go on, then. Exactly. Isn't it beautiful to have that?
Wait. Which one's the one, the cheers? Which one?
That's that one. That's applause. Stop. Fade that down.
All right, just so I know for the show. Okay. Just
now,
so I know.
I'm duty bound to ask you, because the whole nation wants to know the answer
Yes.
at the moment. Everyone's asking the question. A lot of the people down here, particularly Lauren's asking you. All over the weekend, people obsessed, the speculation. I'm going to ask you straight now. Do you have a shed?
Yes.
Do you? In Australia?
Yeah, I do.
Is that where you've been lurking since whenever?
With my own private toilet, dunny, you know, like that. Oh, I just lived 2 weeks in the jungle, mate. We created our own.
OK, but you know, when you've got to get away and do your kind of creative thinking, do you have a place where you go just to potter and be quiet and be Peter Andre?
Yeah, I do. It's called the toilet.
Nice.
No, it is. It's not like a shed toilet, and it's not a dunny. But even though I have been in a shed and I do have a dunny, I actually do go sit on the toilet and I ponder and I wonder.
You ponder. and
Should
you-
I, shouldn't I? Did I, didn't
Well, you
I?
see,
Am I capable?
some argue you've got to physically have a shed. I would argue that it's a state of mind. It's where you go to potter, right, Lauren? It's where you go to be yourself.
That's what the Buddhists would say, Johnny, yeah.
OK, John, Peter, it's really lovely to have him down here. The gang
Thank you.
we're delighted. We couldn't believe we got you, frankly.
Thank you.
You're getting the hang of that, and I love to see that.
I had to
Lauren,
find out.
do you know what? We don't only do DIY in our shed. Lauren, you've got some DIY for the viewers at home. Lauren, what is it this evening?
It's a little bit of homework for you at home. It's your chance to win a prize simply by using your picture messaging facility on your mobile phone. Up for grabs, we have got, what have we got? A Freeview set-top box, which means that you lot at home never have to miss Fightbox ever again. Quite exciting.
Is that all we've got for them? Just a...
Yeah, I mean, I could draw a picture.
No, you didn't do that. But that strikes me. Who's it made by, this one? Because I've got one that's made by Thompson. And it's useless. I gave like 2 away, and they've both broken already.
It's unspecified. Maybe it's unbranded. I don't know. It's, you know, it works.
We're giving away unbranded
It
goods.
works.
I love that.
We didn't get it all, dear.
It's made by Amakachi of Nigeria. OK, the one thing we forgot, what have they got to do, Lauren? Go on.
OK, all you have to do, right, is we want to sort of be introduced to our audience. We want to see who's watching us. So, in sort of, you know, tribute to Renee Zellweger, the BAFTAs yesterday, we want you to take a picture of yourselves at home, watching the telly, doing a big sort of Renee Zellweger hamster face with your fat eyes and your pouchy cheeks.
I think it's the pouchy hamster face is what we want.
That, yeah, and then you have to text it too. This is the number, 07719 336699. That's 07719 336699. And please attach your name and where you're from, otherwise we won't know.
And actually, Lauren, I think you forgot the...
Did I?
So I'm going to do the legal
You do
bit
it.
now. Sending in a photo doesn't mean we'll definitely show it. Anyone in the photo must give their permission first. I'm told this is really important. We promise not to use your pictures or any personal details for any purpose other than this show, although we may need to call you straight back to confirm your details. That's an extra bit of legality that's been added, I would say, in the last 10 minutes. That's fresh legality. 10 minutes before the show, they told us we had to do that. So there we go. That's the legal bit. That's apparently very, very important. Thank you very much for that, Lauren. Please get texting if you've got a photo texter. Right. It's time for that first build item. Sid Waddell once said, this was when Eric Bristow won the Embassy World Masters years ago. When Alexander of Macedonia was 37, he cried salt tears because there was no more worlds to conquer. Bristow is only 27. Ladies and gentlemen, the sporting virtuoso you are about to see isn't even 13. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first of our... Absolutely, mini maestros of darts. Please welcome 11-year-old James Hubbard from Norfolk and his dad, Vic. Welcome, James. Welcome, Dad. Not my dad, obviously. That'd be quite bizarre, wouldn't it?
Would be, yes.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, son.
OK. How many years have you been into darts, James?
I've been playing for 5 years and 2 years competitively.
2 years competitively?
Yeah.
OK. And who is your darting hero?
It's Wayne Marder and my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Because your dad was a darts player?
Yeah.
Vic Hubbard? OK. How far did you get, Vic, in darts?
I played for the England team in 1985, 86. I was on the Embassy World Championships in 1986, and 1986 I was ranked 18 in the world.
You were ranked 18 in the world. And is it so different throwing darts up there when you're on the hockey, and there's that pressure there, or did you rise to that?
I managed to rise at the time, yeah.
Well, you ever put off... I remember back then there was a darts player, I think his name was Kerry Morgan.
Kerry Morgan,
And he used to have... They used to call him the Rabbi.
That's it, yes.
He was a Welshman. He used to have that
Welshman.
weird style. I remember it was in the international match where he used to do sort of... He used to swing his arm like he had something wrong with it. Just swing it like that and then just go... And he used to do... It was the most weird style, wasn't it?
Very unusual style, very unusual style.
And
But he was very successful at the time.
And there'd been Leighton Rees there, Big Cliff Lazarenko.
Yeah, Alan Evans, Eric Bristow,
Yeah.
Jockey Wilson.
OK, back to James, because I could talk all day about that. How many hours do you practice on a school night, James?
2 hours.
2 hours? I mean, so you do more darts than actually homework and stuff, probably, I would think, to be fair.
Well, I try to keep on my schoolwork, but yeah, darts. I do more than darts.
OK. Is his carpet in his bedroom worn out, where he's got that groove?
No, we're actually in the spare bedroom. We've set a little dart room up in the spare bedroom.
You've set up a dart room! There's nothing but a mother. OK, what's your highest checkout?
135.
135! How big's your trophy cabinet at the moment at home? Brought it out just like you were told. Nice. Just like we did it in rehearsal. Okay. But how big's the trophy cabinet? That's
quite
it.
big.
Yes, it's a bathroom cabinet at the moment. John, have I got one trophy? But you've won lots of.
Yeah, quite a few.
What was this one for?
It was a Vauxhall Holiday Park tournament. It's one of the biggest in the region, and there's about 2,000 people watching me.
2,000 people watching. So did you really feel that? You must have felt that pressure up there, wasn't you?
Yeah, it was quite. Yeah.
Quite, or were you really nervous
Very
when you went up
nervous.
there? And how much does that affect the darts you can throw up there and the darts you can play at home in that special darts room your good father Vic's built for you?
Well, you've got to. Well, you've got to try and take your darts onto the stage, but it's very nervous.
Okay, have teachers ever stopped you from taking darts into school?
I never have actually.
You never have?
No.
Okay, nice one. What type of arrow do you use?
The 26-gram Alan Glazier darts.
Okay, you've shunned the tungsten revolution then in favour of these. You don't like tungsten?
No.
Okay. Have you got a darts nickname?
Mr. Darts Ace.
The Darts Ace, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, do you know what? He's proved to us he can talk the talk. Let's see if he can walk the walk where it matters on the oche. What music do you like to accompany you to the board?
M&M Lose Yourself, please.
M&M Lose Yourself. Let's hear it. Let's go. Let's play darts. Come on. Stride forward manfully. Oh, go on, you can take his place up on the oche. There we go. Okay, we can't. Unfortunately, our special effects people have gone way over the top on smoke. I think that was actually one of the soundmen just letting out a lungful of the smoke that was in there anyway. Can you see the dartboard all right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, that's ludicrous smoke. Please, memo departments on that. When it comes to junior darts maestros, not so much smoke, please. Although it does get the atmosphere probably of the lakeside.
Yeah.
Right there, okay. Now, I wouldn't expect you to play for anything less than the very best prizes a televised shed programme could offer. Lauren, would you please tell us what is on offer tonight as he scores?
No problem. Well, for a score of 0 to 20, we've got a book token.
A book token. I say a book token and actually no one impressed by that anymore.
Because it's a kind of sucky
Okay, but you get that automatically.
It's
That's just a giveaway.
It's cumulative, it's fine.
21 to 40.
21 to 40 is a can of Trainer deodorant spray.
A can of Trainer deodorant spray.
Nice, fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have trouble with minging feet? Yeah, you're at that age.
He
It's just
will,
testosterone.
one day.
Don't worry
One day
about it.
soon.
A lot of changes about to happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
41 to 60, we've got 14 pints of lager for
14
Dad.
pints of lager for his dad. Beautiful. Vic, are you a drinker? Are you Alcoholics Anonymous? Because we can change that to calibre.
The odd bit.
The odd bit. 14 pints, that's good. Kids win booze. I love that. Go on.
61 to 80 points, he wins a selection of hot pies.
A selection of hot pies. Next one, please.
Okay, and 81 to 100, a modern games console.
Okay, and we cannot reveal what that
This is a
special
secret.
100 plus prize is, but I can assure you now it is something that any mini maestro of dart would long for. Okay, a bit of atmosphere, please.
Come on, James.
Best order, please. Settle down, settle down, settle down on the oche, James Hubbard. 5, 20. 5, 30. Okay, so far you are on a can of Trainer deodorant spray. You need 70 plus with these 3 darts. You must get at least a double in here, you know that.
Come on, James.
Okay, you've got to have at least 1 double there on a big score. Good, best of all, please. Settle down, settle
Do
down.
that, Ara.
Oh, what's he got? Is that in the treble? No, it's in the treble. He's done it, you know. He's on 81. He's done it! Oh, beautiful! He did it! He has won the Modern Games console. Do you know what? I'm now going to reveal to you your mystery prize. Sorry, why am I still using that? Best of all, then, I'll put the microphone away. Do you know what? I can now reveal to you your mystery prize. This is an absolute cracker. Which monitor should we go for here? Control, what do you reckon? I think this one, just down here. Just have a look at that monitor there, OK? Now have a look who's about to appear on this. Have a look. Oh, which one? Oh, it's over here. There he is. Come back to the seats. Come back to... Oh, here he is. No, over here, over here. Just like we rehearsed it. OK. Look who that is. It's Andy the Viking Fordham. Wow. Look at the awe in his eyes. Andy, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
He just managed it there. He hit the treble to actually, well, get the big prize here of Andy Fordham. There's no prize bigger, probably. Now, do you know what your big prize is?
That's very nice of you to say so.
Thank you, Andy. Andy, what's wrong? Why couldn't you be down here this evening? I understand you got something wrong with you.
I'm suffering with a bit of a bad back at the moment, so it's getting there. It's a lot better at the moment, so hopefully I'll be there someday.
OK, now you have won a darts tip from Andy Fordham, and this is to go to you alone. We cannot know this tip. So where are the headphones? But I've got the headphones right here. We're not allowed to hear this. Do you know why? We haven't competed. We don't deserve it. We haven't won. So here is your tip from Andy Fordham. None of the rest of us can know. There you go. Take it away, Andy. Give him the tip.
It doesn't really sort of...
Oh, no! Oh, it teased us with that, didn't it? OK, thank you very much. That tip over. Beautiful, beautiful. Go on, what was it? He's not saying. He's not saying. He's not saying. Ladies and gentlemen, James Hubbard. Thank you very much. James, you've got some more prizes over there with Lauren, which is your Live at Johnny's special darts shirt and your darts. Thank you very much, James Hubbard and his dad, Vic. Oh, how about that? OK, now from darts arrows, good arrows in this case. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He hit that, didn't he? Clinicism, he
was on fire.
He was
on fire, Johnny.
Lauren, he was on fire. OK, it's time to go to Cupid's Arrows. It's time for the first episode of a major new reality TV event. This is 100% genuine. This is not a spoof. It's a hybrid of the two most popular forms of cutting-edge TV currently being practiced, dating and magic. It is time for Magicians in Love.
5 single magicians looking for love. Handpicked from thousands more at auditions in front of a top panel of judges. They'll spend the next few weeks thrown together in a luxury apartment as they compete for the hand of one woman. This is Magicians in Love. It's day 1, and 5 magicians who have never met before are heading for a London apartment. First to arrive is Nathan Ward.
Oh, say.
21-year-old Nathan regularly wows the crowds in his hometown of Rochester and neighbouring Medway towns with his unique blend of magic and humour. Nathan is a Christian. He's been voted second best Christian magician in the UK, and he has an unorthodox approach to his job as chaplain of the local Young Offenders Correctional Institute.
I mean, these are the sorts of young people that haven't had many positive experiences with adults, and so it's all about the relationship between us and them. And some of them think I'm on crack and all this sort of stuff, because I mean, you've seen the magic type, but then you just say, don't you, the only crack I've got's between the cheeks and my bottom, and that's that. Oh, hello.
Next up is Terence Mustoe.
Excuse me, how did you get in here? On the uncle's ticket. And where is your uncle? Outside, looking for his ticket. Ventriloquism is not that easy. And I think in some ways I started it because I wanted to do a double act and I couldn't find anyone else.
46-year-old Terence lives at home with his parents in Upminster. As well as ventriloquism, Terence works regularly as a movie extra and a children's magician.
Yeah, so we will. Oh, I see we've got a Paul Daniels. I didn't know Andy Warhol did the Paul Daniels picture.
I don't know.
As an icon. Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, fine, thanks.
The third magician is Magic Ian Peacock. Ian, who's Scottish but lives in Glastonbury, mainly performs his magic in local pubs.
I can go out any Friday or Saturday night with a tenner in my pocket, come back home at the end of the night, completely p***ed, had a couple of joints given to me and still have the tenner in my pocket. I recognise you from Blackpool.
Blackpool? I've never been to Blackpool in my life.
Must be
So.
someone else. Who I'd like to have been like? Robert Palmer. But he's dead now, so...
Why?
Why is he dead? Because his heart stopped.
Oh, hello. Go now, whilst you can. Hello, mate, you all right?
Spiky-haired 18-year-old Luke Germain is a mind reader, or mentalist as they are known in the magic trade. Luke's very popular brand of magic explores the darker side of the human psyche.
You can see within the performance that I do that there's an interest within the darker areas, things that are a bit more chilling is the way I describe it, not necessarily dark as in Satanism or anything, but I think I'm drawn towards, I think the art of reading somebody's mind actually is a fairly chilling event in itself, because you think of something and somebody tells you what you're thinking.
Hello. Oh, right.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's okay. Come in.
The final flatmate is Mark Harrison. 36-year-old Mark currently works as a magician, but he got his big break working as a Pontins bluecoat.
This photograph is when I was at Pontins back in 1981. We used to do charity shows once a year. There are one or two famous people actually in the photograph, although you wouldn't know it to see their heads. There's the famous Ray Reardon, who used to come and do snooker exhibitions. There's Danny LaRue, who happened to be there on that evening. My nan idolises him.
In the next episode of Magicians in Love, we meet the woman looking for a little magic in her life. Plus, if Mark Harrison was a fruit, what fruit would he be?
If I was a fruit or a vegetable, I would be a tomato, because everyone thinks it's a fruit, but it's actually a vegetable.
There we go. Don't call him a fruit. He's a vegetable. Do you know, I forgot one thing in the mini Maestros of Darts item. I forgot to give James his real prize. This is the top prize you've got. This is our artist's representation of if darts is kind to you, this is what you'll look like. How many years down the line do we reckon? About 20 years down the line. Here you go. Julia, if it all goes well for you, there you go, matey. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be lovely? James Hubbard, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, James. James Hubbard.
Well done, James.
Mini Maestro of Darts. Now, earlier, we did give you a little bit of homework, a bit of DIY. Lauren, how is our picture messaging competition going along, please?
Coming on very well. We asked you to, in tribute to Renee Zellweger at yesterday's BAFTAs, to do your best hamster face for us at home. And then
Pouchy hamster face.
Pouchy hamster face. And then text it in to us.
She gets pouchiness, but a smile in there as well.
My mum always says fat eyes that she hates.
Yeah.
All right, so number 3 so far, we've got Lisa from London. Looking fly, lady. That's quite pouchy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good lip as well. She's gone for that kind of artificial big lip. I love that.
Slightly exposed teeth. OK, number 2, we had Sharon from Birmingham.
Beautiful. Quite pouchy.
She's gone lipless, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, interesting.
And then number 1, Dennis from York. That's it. That's Dennis.
Dennis?
That's what it says here.
It looks not unlike
Denise.
Sally...
Oh, someone's written Dennis, but it's actually Denise.
It looks a bit like Sally, what's she called, Phillips from
Yeah,
Smack the Pony. Let's have a look at that again. We don't have that. It doesn't it? The woman from Smack the Pony?
I think it does look like her. Well, if anyone else wants to join in, if perhaps Sally Phillips wants to send a picture of herself, it's 07719 33 66 99.
I don't mean that looks like Sally Phillips. I mean, it looks like Sally Phillips doing a funny face. That doesn't look like Sally Phillips. Let's clear that up. She might be someone we can get on the show. OK. Time now to welcome back our special guest. He's living proof that from little acorns do mighty oak trees grow. Would you please welcome Peter Andre.
Oh, go on, my son.
Peter Andre, just sit down. We've done all the hellos. Do you know we're over time? OK, here we go.
Sorry.
You love those buttons. OK. I've just got to go through some of the events before we go into a few questions some nippers have got for you. But here we go. I just read over the weekend at 8 o'clock, Jordan sneaked into the hotel, accompanied by her mum, Amy Price and friends. Then they went up to Peter's Suite for drinks. 2 hours later, the family and pals left, leaving the couple together for the rest of the night. The rest of the night.
So, are you asking a question?
I'm saying, is that true or false? Because today, I read in the papers it didn't happen.
False.
It's false. You didn't spend the whole night with Jordan.
False.
That's false, OK. They spent the night together on a king-size bed in Peter's luxury hotel suite.
True. No, false.
False. Because it wasn't a luxury hotel.
But yeah, that's right.
It was actually, what I read, it was a 4-star. I didn't know 4 stars existed. I thought every 4-star calls itself a 5-star. There's no real... OK, here's one here. Jordan sealed their... an onlooker revealed he was like the cat that got the cream. The whole bottle, in fact. He had a big smile on his face and looked absolutely knackered.
True. That part's true.
But you didn't get the cream. Are you sick of people making dairy analogies all the time when they're talking about you and Jordan?
false.
Okay, false. Okay. So nothing happened at all. You can reveal it's.
Yeah, no, nothing.
So what's going to happen? Do we think? No, come on. You want to hear, don't you? You want to hear. We've watched you in the jungle for however many hours. Now, please give us some sugar.
No, yeah, yeah, we need to talk. You know, play Scrabble.
We need to talk.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
Because if I got Jordan back to mind, there's one thing I'd say. I'd say, you know what, Katie? We need to talk.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one, this one.
It is a bit of a tough one, isn't it? I don't
Bit
know
of a
why.
hard one. Acorn.
Okay. No, that doesn't get that. Okay. One where it was too good for that. One where that you've managed to pull perhaps the most desirable woman that Britain has to offer. There are many men who give their right arm to know your secret. To know your secret. No more so than these year 10s from the local comprehensive near my shed. Here we go. So our first question is from Joseph. He's 15. His favourite subject is art. Go, Joseph.
There's this girl at school I really fancy, but she's already got a boyfriend. I know I'd be better for her than him. What should I do?
Got a girlfriend, he thinks he'd be better for it. You've almost been in that same situation yourself, in a jungle situation. Not that you know you're better than Jordan's love. What should he do?
Go for it, my son.
Go for it, that's really good. They're loving that.
Yeah.
Okay, look. So he should just
Oh,
go
God.
He should just go for it. Okay, our second question is from Bradley. He's 16 and his favourite subject is English. Bradley.
I've come up with a dance routine to impress the girls. I was wondering if you could take a look at it and tell me what you think.
That's good movement. That's quite good foot
That's
movement, isn't it?
hardcore.
Well, I wouldn't say hardcore. That's a very
That's
different
hardcore.
world.
Wow.
Oh, not bad. What do you think? Do you think I'm impressed the ladies?
He should become a football player.
Okay, I see what you've done. Our
Do
third
you
question.
like that
I
one?
like that, yeah. We thought you were going that. No.
Okay.
Our third question is from Dean. He's 14 and his favourite subject is geography.
My mate said to me, if you fancy someone, just pull down your pants and show her your goods. Then it's up to her. Is he right?
Well, there's a certain rough truth in what he's saying, but what do you think, Peter?
In cold water, no. In a
cold-
hot shower, yes.
Oh, you're using the cold water line, huh?
You know.
It can make such a difference, can't it?
Shrinkage. Yes.
Is that what you're blaming? Okay. Our final question is from Joseph again. So that's what you reckon? You reckon that's not a bad thing to do? Just
Nah,
exposure?
you can't do that. Can't do that. Next.
Okay. Even if you want to pull a really classy girl?
Oh, especially then, yeah, that's good. Next.
Okay, you see what we're up to. Okay, our
Yes.
final question is from Joseph again, who's got another question.
Once you've got a really classy lady like you, do you have any advice on how to keep her?
How do you keep her? How do you keep a classy girl? Come on, Peter, you're a semi-love god.
Yeah, but I haven't got it yet, have I? You know.
I know, but from what she's doing, she sent you that thing on CD UK.
How to keep her. Rope, handcuffs. No, what you have to do is...
handcuffs?
No, what you have to do, mate... Where is he? He's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just... Yes.
Okay,
I can't comment on that.
You can't comment on
No,
that. Okay,
no,
okay.
no,
Thank you very much, Peter. But you definitely nothing's happened between you and Jordan just yet.
Not yet.
But watch this space. I know you'll tell us first. Just send us a text. The winners of your texting competition will be announced tomorrow night. Keep those pouchy hamster faces coming in. Peter, how many sweets in the jar?
234.
234. You're absolutely mad. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time, down the shed. Thank you.
What did you say again?
£1. We regret to inform you the 805. You never know, it might be your luck.
Right, mate. Jesus, who's the monkey? Hey, watch your mouth, mate. That's me brother. It's all right. They don't look a bit like the monkey.
Fire in the disco.
Monday Proof Yourself. Sunday nights on BBC Three.
Is a magic number.
1 year on, 3's still the magic number.
That's a magic number.
You can't tell anyone.
My lips are sealed.
Who's the daddy?
Me!
BBC 4.
I've been awake for just over 24 hours and I feel okay.
Now, can you see any you like?
Oh, that one.
New back, yeah, back, new back, yeah, back, new back, yeah, back, new back.
I'm a lady. I don't have a testicle.
Number